Hi folks, it's Nick here and welcome to round 13 of the Formula 1 2010 Blundering series. Yes, I'm driving from McLaren and this is from Belgium and the glorious Spa track. Considered as one of the glamour circuits of the season, should be quite easy to set up because there's low downforce on this track and it's the longest lap of the season, I believe. 7 kilometres long, which is about 4.3 miles. The true race distance is 44 laps, but we're doing 30% race distance. The pole position in the original race was got by Mark Webber for Red Bull, and the race was eventually won by Lewis Hamilton from McLaren. Second was Webber and third was Kubica, as I try and work out how to set this thing up. It also brought Rubens Barrichello in his 300th Grand Prix driving for Williams. And the championship is getting a little bit tighter because Hamilton hasn't scored too many points in the last few races with one thing or another. He's crashed into his teammate, which is me. First place at the moment is Hamilton on 169. Second, Sebastian Vettel, gradually going up the order on 155. Third, Mark Webber, his teammate for Red Bull on 143. I'm sitting fourth on 133, so a little bit distance but not completely out of it. Fifth is Massa on 130. He won the last race in Hungary, round 12. And in sixth place, the double world champion Fernando Alonso with 126. The weather's suspected to be dry here, but there is a 36% chance of rain in the race. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I want something nice and smooth. So it should be quite easy to set up this, but I want an even balance. We'll keep the gears the same, but pole position isn't overly important on this because there's quite a lot of places to overtake, but you want to ensure that you're maximising your top end speed, otherwise you'll be a sitting duck on the straights. We'll put a fast throttle map on there, but it's this part of the season now, there's 19 rounds, where I really need to start winning. I'm not as distant as I was, because a few races back I was 72 points off the lead, now I'm only 36. But the Red Bull boys are coming into play and the Ferraris are watching us just a little bit. A huge lap in Spa. Lots of undulation as well. I don't know the lap too well, so the practice sessions on this are just me learning the lap, so don't expect anything sensational. I just fast forwarded the time there to get some rough ideas of the lap times on there to see how far away I would be. But it's only by doing practice laps you'll know when to attack. The car will probably spin off a few times as I try and get the grip levels here. I might even tweak the setup again, but we'll soon find out. Doesn't look overly bright, does it? Looks a bit like grey cloud. It's a tower crane ready to winch people off that have crashed. Yeah, so hopefully I won't be in any controversial crashes this time round or get any penalties. You have to watch corner cutting here, but the only way to be quick is to attack the curbs. Whoa, so there we go, that was wrong already. Warning, corner cutting, straight out the pits, corner cutting, right. And this is just an installation lap. Yeah, I'm going to have to be a bit careful. You do that too many times, you will get a drive-through penalty in the actual race or a grid penalty in qualification. So if you get pole, you don't end up in 6th. Whoops. Yeah. I'm not too happy with this setup straight away. It seems to spin a bit too easily there. I don't think the balance is brilliant here for me. The setup I've gone is for expert drivers, but it's a bit too fragile for me. I need the stabilisers on here. Car's not braking that well. Anyway, Rubens Barrichello is currently the fastest in his 300th race weekend. Well done to him, the Brazilian. Never was world champion. The best he got was, I think, second place a few times in Ferrari, where Michael Schumacher was his teammate, and he was never going to beat him. And then on the Brawn team, where Jenson Button won the championship. A lot of fast sweeping corners here. There's a bit of a balance between... Oh dear, look at that. A bit of a balance between grip, and if you do go wide on the kitty litter there, on the gravel, you could get a puncture, and that could end your race quite quickly. If you spin right in front of one of these corners, you can easily get collected by one of your other competitors. There's a car right behind me. Don't know who that is. Yeah. Whoops, I probably ease off a little bit there. I was hoping I could take it in full power. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this setup at all, or maybe it's just I'm unfamiliar with the lap. But feels very, very uncomfortable. Let's just see if I can put at least one lap on the board. Now this is a very, very tight corner on the right. So, you know, The opening lap's going to be pretty exciting as we're all breaking into there because there's not too much of a run to it, so a few people might take the odd risk here and there. Now feel the G's through here. We bottom out there, then up the hill again. Yeah, corner cutting warning again. So this lap doesn't count either. It isn't a very good qualifying, well, practice session so far, is it? There's Mark Webfeet in the Red Bull. Maybe I can follow him round, try and get an idea of how fast to go. There we go. This corner, I think we can go quite quickly through here. I'm easing off too much. I don't know if Mark's on a fast lap here or an installation lap, but I'll try and keep behind him, try and learn the lines. I think he's won 3 races so far in this championship. I've won 2. He's currently sitting 3rd on 143, 10 points ahead of myself. Red Bull won the actual Constructors' Championship in the real 2010 season. At the moment, McLaren are winning it. That's myself and Lewis Hamilton. But we have been messing about, and it is getting a bit close. There's only a few points in it at the moment. So one would favour, I think Red Bull are going to come good. Unless Ferrari can do anything. Mercedes aren't really on it in this season. Renault's a little bit far away as well. So the only cars that can potentially win are either McLaren, which I'm in, or Red Bull, I think. Ferrari's just slightly too slow to make any impact here. Yes, there's a lot. It's a very fast circuit. I think I could learn this, to be honest with you, but I'm not pleased with this setup, so I will be coming in, tweak a few more things. I think the ballast or the balance is not great. I might go for a straightforward 50-50 balance. Whoa! Yes, they're even span it going into the pits there. Yeah, this is too fragile. So I'm currently 15th out of 24, but that's not a surprise because I haven't done any fast laps yet. Come on, lads, push me in. Practice times tend to last an hour on this section that I'm doing, but we'll fast forward bits of it so you won't have to sit through a whole hour. We do a practice session, a qualifying session, and the race in 3 separate videos. The race tends to get watched the most because that's the most exciting. Practice gets watched the least, so if you're watching practice, then well done you. I was a bit debating whether to put the practice sessions up or not, but I thought, well, it shows if I'm improving or not, doesn't it? So those hardcore Formula 1 2010 Blundering fans can watch that. Other people can just watch the race if you desire. Yeah, I don't know too much about car setting up. I think I've said this in other races. If I did, I could probably capitalise here. But I would probably best leave that as it is. Toe front, toe rear. What does it do? It aids cornering grip, apparently. But I want to maintain the tyre wear here. I want to pick a strategy which doesn't wear them too much. In time trial in this game, you can pretty much set it to the maximum because tyre wear isn't a factor. In this actual championship I'm doing, tyre wear and fuel wear is simulated, as is damage. Although it does tend to be a bit kind on the damage. I've taken a few hits which normally would have ended the race, but it hasn't this time. I think the lightness just went up a bit, so that means the sun's come out a bit more, so the track must be a little bit quicker. We could do with a race without any rain this time, although I do a bit better. The last few races have had rain on one of the sessions at least. Last time out was Hungary. We had an enormous crash in Hungary, me and Lewis Hamilton. He was sent flying, but for some reason, he got about 20 feet in the air. For some reason, he still got out. His car wasn't that damaged, he still continued going, which is a bit weird. But finished outside the points. So he's been stuck on 169 for about 3 or 4 races now. He'll be desperate to do well here. It's not a very technical circuit this, as I say, lots of fast straights and fast bends. It's all about hitting your lines to be successful. I'm on Pro mode if you're interested. There's one level above this which is Legend, and I'm not quite good enough to do that as of yet. And I'm on automatic gears. Why complicated? But hopefully we'll get an exciting championship. I think it's been pretty good so far. Yeah. Won a couple of races, Canada and Bahrain. Had a few second places as well. But I would have won more if my pit crew hadn't have favoured Lewis Hamilton, because they seem to be favouring him in pit strategy. Hopefully that won't continue much longer.
We'll get these changes applied straight away.
Please do the changes. Right, and hopefully I can get a lap on the board.
Get the car off the
But we won't be doing too many laps here, because it takes quite a long time to do. If it was raining, we'd probably be over 2 minutes a lap. Yeah. Right, let's at least set something. Who's quickest so far? Wait for that display to come up on the left. It's Mark Webber with a 1:52. Right, so that's the aim then. I know I'm not going to be on that straight away, so if I can get within like 3 or 4 seconds of it, that's great. That sets a marker, and then I can continue off that build. But I think you probably could go flat out through here with the correct setup. And with it being such a big straight, the top speed acceleration is extremely important. Also getting your marker at the end of here when to brake, 'cause it's a sweeping bend. Yeah, so I was a bit too quick there. Yeah. A bit too quick again. So let's just... I need to get round a lap without driving off. If I do this in the race, I'm dog food. Trickier than it seems, actually. I keep saying this is an easier track, but maybe it isn't. After this race is... after this round is another very fast track, Monza, Italy, I believe. So we won't be having too much downforce there. So this is a chance maybe to get something back. Hamilton's gone second in practice, Vettel third, Felipe Massa currently in fourth, and he's outscoring his teammate at the moment, double world champion Alonso. So Alonso won't be too happy about that. Did I damage the car? No, I think I got away with it. No cars behind me, right? That wasn't too serious, but I probably scuffed the tyres a little bit. Let's not worry about it. Can I get round a whole lap without driving off? That's the question. But this is just the installation lap. Most other drivers just poodle around on this one, trying to save tyre wear. I'll at least try and give it one practice lap here. Try and get used to it a little bit. I'm sure I must have driven in this game here before, but I'm just not remembering it at all. It's a very tight chicane here, right, left. Lose a lot of time there. And now very, very tight corner. It feels like you want to really speed through here, but there's not a long straight at all. This is where we'll all be braking after the start of the real race. It's going to be carnage there, I'd imagine. A few positions are going to get swapped. Right, positions are still the same. It's going to be McLaren versus Red Bull this, unless the Ferraris can get up. That's safe. I could probably go a bit quicker through there, but that was nice and safe. See, but I'll at least break into the top 10 in this first lap. I'll be pretty pleased with that. Come on, hug it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that was all right. I'm not sure that's the fastest line through there, but anyway, it's enough. Okay so far. Room for improvement, but okay. Quite pleased with that. Car doesn't seem to want to accelerate. Seems to be missing a bit. Maybe I haven't got the gearing quite right. Short straight, ease off slightly for this bend, and then back on it on the right, back on it, back on the accelerator through here. Try and hug this as close as I can. Ease off. Try and get the apex. That's good. That's good. Oh, that's not so good. That's terrible. Yeah. It was going so well. Well, I got further around than last time. So that's another lap messed up. Oh dear. Come on. I need to get at least some times on the board. This is going to be embarrassing if it stays like this in qualifying, but I think I mentioned before, practice is the place to make all your mistakes, test the car to the maximum here. But yeah, this just won't do. What we coming up to about 15 minutes in, and I still haven't set a time. Well done, brilliant, that's impressive. So 152, how close will I get to it with that spin? Well, nowhere near, I'm outside it already. But at least I'll post a time up. What's it going to be?
We've been dumped into the bottom half of the
Yeah,
field.
24.
We need to find that little bit extra.
So I'm behind Degrassi. The crew don't seem to be aware that I span off. Well, I can find that bit extra quite easily by not spinning off the track. Now we set a time, look for green splits. We've got something to work against here. Ooh. Ooh, that was close. That was almost a corner cut there. I couldn't have done too much finer than that. There we go. There's cloud about, which probably means there's a bit of rain. Those birds go. Are those birds going over every lap? Right, that's quicker. 6/10 quicker. Good, good. Carry the speed. Carry the speed. But sector 3 is the one I'm going to make all the time at, if any. How competitive am I? The car doesn't feel too bad. But I'm just gradually getting used to it, really. It's turning in quite well if I brake early enough. That's nice. Yeah, I can get this. I can get this. Let's just... Famous last words. Let's just get round one lap first before I get carried away. Slightly wide. Floor it. Floor it. Floor it. Where's the next split? It's going to be here, is it? I think it's just round this corner, the next split. Please be green. I think it is going to be green. Ah, it's at the end. It's at this next corner around here. Holds well, not off. Right. That's a lot quicker. 2 seconds quicker. So we should move up the order. Though it's going to trouble the leaders because I made a few mistakes. I could probably floor it round there. I just need to ease off around this bit. I think there's about another half a second at least round here. Maybe a whole second. Brake, 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 brake. Good. That's good. Much better than I did last time. Right, have a look at the time. I think I'm outside the quickest.
That lap puts us in it.
8th place. Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I wanted a top 10 for my first one because I'm always going to improve a lot more than the other drivers. Because I've got the human element into it and they're all computer AI. Which know this track like the back of their hand, well I don't. Yeah, corner cutting, so that's lap gone. I'll probably go in the pits now. We'll go in the pits, accelerate it. We might go out one more time. 9th. So I'm behind Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes and just ahead. Oops. Yeah, you've got to concentrate here. So another warning. Now, I can't have too many warnings left. So yeah, I'm behind Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes and just ahead of Adrian Sutil in the Force India. So 2 German drivers. So that's my pace at the moment. So that, yeah, that's about 9th, 10th, isn't it? That sort of area. I want to be within the Red Bulls, Lewis Hamilton and the Ferraris, but practice, as I say, doesn't mean anything. Although it is a bit of a sign. Qualifying is when it really matters. And we'll probably try and make qualifying as short as possible because I want to conserve the tyres round here because that's going to be a big factor, I think. There's not too many heavy braking things apart from this huge straight here to that hairpin. That's where most of the braking pressures are. I've got the braking pressure set to medium. You can go high, but there's not too many points to use that, so I've gone for a compromise of medium. So yeah, I'm not going to be left behind like in Spain. There's still a bit of distance there. Yeah, I'm thereabouts. I'm confident I can get that gap back. Let me in. Yeah, that's always a bit awkward. Now it takes over as if I'm on a railroad track. 9th place. Not bad, not bad. So 9th place is good to be settled down with. Push me in, lads, and we're going good. Jack me up. There goes past one of the Renaults. 9th place there. We got a number of sets of tyres. I might choose some of the other ones, really. You get about 3 sets of tyres for each compound, each race. But that wasn't wasting too much. Only 6% tyre wear.
You're quick through Sector 1, but you're losing a lot of time in Sector 2.
Ah, so Sector 2 is where I'm losing it. Let's fast forward it a bit. Seems to be holding fire on 9th. Michael Schumacher's doing well there. He's 5th fastest. Massa again going well, outpacing Alonso in practice at least. Yeah. Oops, I'm down to 10th. Vitaly Petrov in the Renault's got past me, so I'm behind both Renaults. Let's take one of these other tyres out. I might as well use them. I think that other tyre compound's reserved for the race. Potentially if I finish outside the top 10. So yeah, there's 19 cars out of 24. I'm currently 10th fastest. Got a track. So I don't know. I might go out and do a couple of laps. Let's see how this lap goes. Would be nice to get nearer the front in practice, but not really necessary. Let me out, lads. Right, here we go. It's a safe release. And we're gone. A lot of people coming in, so hopefully I've got a bit of clear track. You see the map, there's a few white dots. Actually, I might come out in traffic looking at that. there traffic coming past? Oh no, got a bit of a gap. Good. 10th fastest then. Behind Vitaly Petrov, the Russian driver, driving for Renault. Vettel's currently fastest in practice. I think, although Hamilton's leading the championship, I think Vettel might end up being the main contender here. Whoop. Yeah, I really wasn't paying concentration again. Oh dear, have I just damaged the car? Corner cutting warning. I must have taken the side. Mind you, that graphic on the right that was up there, I think I might have got away with it. We'll see if the car turns in or not. Yeah. See, in the real world, that'd be me out. That's the only problem when you're commentating and driving at the same time. Yeah, look, I've damaged the front nose. I'm going to have to come straight back in again. Sorry, people. What a waste of time. Let's let that car pass. Yeah. Well done, Nick. Went out and damaged the car straight away. Let's blame it on a brake problem. Or the moonlight or the sunshine. I'm not going to... No, I'm not going to do that joke. Car's not holding at all with this damaged front plate. Yeah, especially in that direction. I've lost quite a lot of downforce. Don't want to be holding up other cars and get a penalty. Just come past me, whoever that is. It's Kubica, the Polish driver for Renault. Don't think there's anyone else behind me, so I'm going straight in the pits. Change this front plate and then go back out again. Long lap, isn't it there? But I think we're learning it. I think you're getting used to what's what. Italy, Monza, the next one is a bit of a shorter lap. There's only one really tight bend, and that's near the start-finish again. Come on, change the front plate and we'll go straight back out again. Come on, change it quick. We want a quick turnaround here, lads. Go, go, go. Come on, go. Or shall we stay in? Fast forwarded it. Sorry about that. I went out and broke the front bit. That's probably cost you about 40,000, which is more than any of your salaries. Come on. Winch me up. Right, it's going to be a repair time here. What is it? 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Well, that isn't too bad.
We've had to spend some time repairing the car.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 13 seconds. I saw that. 23 minutes to go. Vettel quickest with 151.
Car to track. Move it, guys.
Move it, guys. Did he just flip me the bird? I'm not sure there. I need to see that on replay. He's obviously not very happy. Or maybe it was just his front finger, his index finger. Right, come on. I've done a few laps of that spinning off. Have I? Maybe one. 10th place still, so I'm holding 5 for 10th. So I look good for 10th. It doesn't look like anyone's going to get past that. But 10th place in the race would not be very helpful at this point. Because things are closing up and it's going to take a hero to step up and win this thing. Oh, another warning for corner cutting. Yeah, I'm gonna get a grid penalty soon. I think it's unavoidable. How many times have I got warnings for cutting the corners in practice? I'm really gonna have to watch this because in the race it only takes one person to nudge you to a side, and if you're on your last of your warnings, that's a drive-through in the end of the race. There's no time to get a drive-through penalty back in a 30% race distance, which I'm doing here. And I always get a bit nervous when there's a car right up behind me that I'm going to get tagged. As long as it's not Jamie Al-Jaswari, he's tagged me twice in Germany. I mean, what's the point? It's only practice. Back off. Oh, this hoodlum. Right, maybe I can get a bit of space here. Don't know who that is, and I'm not going to risk taking a look back. But he's right behind me the whole time. He must be in dirty air, losing grip. Maybe he's trying to prove something or get a good drive for next season by proving how close he can drive behind a McLaren. Or maybe he's on a fast lap and I'm just holding him up. That's possibly it then. But he's lightning fast. Right, he's eased off a bit now and under acceleration out of that corner. In Germany, I did lap my first car, which is Karen Shanduk, to get second place. We won't be lapping anyone on this circuit because it's just so long, unless someone makes a load of mistakes. But I did get lapped in Hungary though. That wasn't a good thing. It's only because I had a huge shunt at the beginning with Lewis Hamilton. I got a puncture. So I had to drive round the circuit. Whoops. I had to drive round the circuit with a left puncher, losing loads of time. Then I had a drive-through penalty, and then my tyres went off, so I did an extra pit stop, and I got lapped by both the Ferraris. Massa won the race, and Alonso was second. Whoops, that's a very scary place to overtake. Thank goodness he was going slow. Anyway, I think this lap's pretty much ruined. Yeah, I'm 1.5 seconds slower already. Can I get 1.5 seconds back before the end of the lap? Unlikely. We'll check at the second split. We've just got a few corners to go before we hit that. Getting good grip round there. The track is rubbering in. When we say rubbering in, it means cars have driven round, laid rubber on the track, which is creating extra grip. Car's getting a bit lighter as it loses fuel per lap as well. So all helps the dynamics of the car. Brakes a little better as well. Sometimes when I don't try as hard on this game, I end up getting in a bit of a rhythm and end up going quicker. Go figure that one out. Right, it's going to split round here. I was 1.5 seconds slower before. Well, I've got a bit of time back. But it's the next lap, I think. We do one more lap, see how that goes. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that corner each time. I think I could probably go quicker. Now this is easy to overrun this. I'll get tagged from behind if you brake early. But I haven't done that too bad compared to other times round.
Your last lap time gives you 9 fastest.
Ended up going quicker. Out of all those mistakes, sector 3 was good. Yeah. So there's time to be had here. So I'm 9th. I moved up 1 place ahead of Petrov. In your face, Russian driver. I don't know, what's Vitaly Petrov doing nowadays? He was only in Formula 1 or 2 seasons. He must have gone, I expect he's gone into some other formula. Formula E, that's good, if you've seen that. About electric powered cars. Sometimes you get a few of the old Formula 1 drivers in that. Bit of a mixture. Yeah, but good. Electric cars, it's the way forward, isn't it? Get a bit of power out of them. I'm not sure if I want to come into the pits here or not, but we'll see what the split time is going to be. But I'm quite comfortable I can go a lot quicker in qualifying. We're on the prime tyres, so they're the slowest out of the compounds against options. I don't know what everyone else is on. With options I expect there's a bit more grip and I can go a little bit quicker there. But it's good to learn it on slightly inferior tyres because then you get a bit more of an advantage in the race really. A bit like athletes who run at altitude used to running with little oxygen, come back to normal levels and yeah, they got an advantage. But yeah, that's a second quicker. Excellent, I'm making great progress here. If I can hang on to a second till the end, how much further will that be? Well, that's about 4 or 5 positions. Come on. As long as I don't knack up the last corner. Hold it. Not brilliant. That wasn't brilliant, but okay. We won't be as much as a second, I don't think. Yeah, we lost a bit, 8/10. So I stay 9th. Yeah, ever so slightly quicker, but stay 9th. Shall I come in the pits now? Preserve the tyres? It probably is the best thing to do, isn't it? We'll take at least the first split, see how that goes. If it's hugely above, I'll keep going round. If it's off, then I'll just give it up and come back in. But you know, this is a second set of tyres. We probably won't start qualifying on these. Half a second quicker. Awesome. Half a second. See, if you get the right exit speed, it really makes a difference for the next set of corners. Turning slightly early, but that's okay. Use a bit of the wide on the track. Accelerate through there. I always brake a bit here. I don't know if we can just ease off the accelerator and just glide round. That might be best. Yep, nice and tidy there. Good line. I think this is my quickest lap yet. This is definitely my quickest lap yet. It feels quicker. Oh, it was until that happened. I probably lost that half a second there. Yeah, that's awful. We'll soon see from this split round this corner, but I think I've lost all my advantage and turned in miles too early there. Yeah, look, lost it all and 2 tenths. So 7 tenths I lost. Let's go into the pits. Into the pits and we'll accelerate and go out. But yeah, there's time to be had here. I could go at least a second quicker, maybe a second and a half, and that takes him quite near the front. I'm glad that runoff isn't grass there or gravel. You just take you completely out. Good old Spa. Oops. Oh dear, no, I missed the pits. What? What's it doing there? Warning. Entered restricted area. What's it doing? Hang on a minute. Right. Right, how many warnings have I got? I think I drove past the pits and tried and turn around to go back in it, and that's not allowed, and then it reset my car back to the circuit. I better not have any grid penalties for this, but I've got a whole packet full of warnings. A fistful of warnings. 9th fastest so far. Nothing's come up as a warning so far, so I presume I'm still okay. It's been a good practice session all in all. I've done a lot of mistakes. Gradually getting it. Quite confident in qualifying if the conditions stay the same. Damaged the car a couple of times, 3 minutes 48, but we got lots left over. So I'm currently 9th, 153.4, Lewis at 152 dead. Yeah, the tyre wear isn't too bad on this circuit actually, 95% wear. Yeah, good. Probably can do a few more laps, but I probably won't do. We've learnt it now. 10 minutes to go.
Sectors 1 and 3 are purple. You're losing a lot of time in sector 2 though.
Both Red Bulls are quicker, Vettel and Mark Webber. Hamilton third quickest, that's a bit ominous. But 4 tenths are off Vettel's time. The Ferrari's 5th and 6th, Schumacher and Rosberg there. And I'm splitting the Renaults. Well, 9th, that's not too bad. It's going to stay that way.
9th position in practice, that's pretty good. Nice work.
So 153.484 on the primes. I think I'm going to go quicker in qualifying. Vettel's fastest, Webber's 2nd, Hamilton in 3rd, 3 tenths off. Well, I hope you like practice and that introduction to Belgium at Spa for round 13. The qualifying will go up a bit later on, all things going well. So until then, take care of yourself and goodbye.
Goodbye.